Hello, hello, and welcome. This is your host, Beverly Fells Jones, the Silver Fox of Consciousness. I am an author, speaker, and seminar leader, and Mimi, and a whole bunch of other things. Welcome to the show. On this show, I talk about how to expand your world of thought, exploring the world of positive thinking, law of attraction, and consciousness from many points of view. It is my intention to share with you information that will enlighten and empower you in your life. I'm here to encourage you to think in the positive and show you that miracles can happen. I truly believe you have been given the power of the word and thought to create the life that you desire. Well, it is an absolute new year. It is 2022, and I've made a resolution. I don't make them normally, but this one I want to share with you. Over the last year or two, I have kind of gotten away from my core message. I mean, I'm using it, but I strayed, and I'm going to go back to it. One of the things that I hadn't done in quite some time is to read a story for you from the Manifestations, True Stories of Bringing the Imagined into Reality. Because I encourage you to use your imagination, to set your intention, to set goals, create a vision board, do all those things that will cause your good to come into your life. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. If you're not subscribed, please do. Also, please hit the bell if you're subscribed and subscribing, so that you will be notified when I upload a new audio video program. Also, please share this. If you found this interesting and it would be of benefit to others, it will help me and my channel so very much if you would share it on your timelines. Whether it's Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, it doesn't matter. I appreciate whatever you can do for me. So I said I'm getting back to my core self, and my core self is talking about manifesting, the law of attraction, also talking a little bit about cooking and sewing and some other things. And I've been really kind of concentrating and doing quite a few audios with Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And I will continue to do some of those. And I've got another one that I'm going to be uploading soon that is really pertinent to our lives. But whenever I talk about them, it is always in conjunction with something that you can do or something that you can examine in your life to make the change that you desire. So today, I'm going back to the Manifestations book, and I'm going to be reading you a story from Janice's story. Now, Janice brings over 30 years of expert horsemanship into her work as an equine coach. She is a gifted certified Reiki master teacher, mind, body, spirit practitioner, and a published author and speaker. Janet's compassionate and gentle spirit provides safety for others. She has a strong connection with her team of horses, who have always been a big part of her healing. She is a person who loves human contact, and she helps people become the best they can be. I will be putting the link to Janice's website and her email in the description below, so that if you feel drawn to connect with Janice. Well, let's go with Janice's story. Now, as a reminder, a lot of times I stop in the middle of the story in order to add my commentary. And sometimes I don't, because the commentary takes care of itself. So today, Janice's contribution to Manifestation True Stories of Bringing the Imagined into Reality is this: living my dreams. I was so excited when I first learned of the opportunity to contribute to this book. Over the last few years, I've been able to manifest some amazing things, and I could not wait to write about them. So why, when I sat before the computer, was I struggling so much? I'd had months to write my chapter, and now here I was, only 2 weeks left to write, edit, and submit. I had my content and plenty of it, but I had yet to write one word. But as the saying goes, there are no accidents. It wasn't until this past weekend, where I was driving home from an incredible experience, that I understood the reason for my writer's block. That experience was meant to become part of this story. In recent years, I've been fortunate to work with some amazing teachers like Sunny Dawn Johnson, Kate Shipp, and Melissa Corder, each of whom helped me with my self-esteem, confidence, and finding my voice. But one of the most valuable things they taught me was about manifesting what I desired. Melissa, in particular, teaches amazing classes focused on manifestation and releasing blocks that are holding you back. Without a doubt, the healing room on the side of my house has been one of my most incredible manifestations to date. I won't write too much about that here because the full story is included in another book, Healer. 22 expert healers share their wisdom to help you transform. I will say, though, that I brought it into existence by constantly thinking about it as if I already had it. Okay, I'm stopping now. She brought it into existence by constantly thinking about it as if she already had it. So she was visualizing it as though it has occurred. Have you ever done that yourself? That you are so excited, or there's something that you really want to do and you daydream about it, but as you're daydreaming in the present, not in the future, not in the past, but in the present. That you are feeling yourself or feeling it real as though it is already taking place or it has taken place already. She says, I saw myself with clients and teaching classes in it. I told everyone about it and journaled my vision consistently. And guess what? My room looks and feels exactly like I imagined it to be. I was also able to step down from my toxic corporate job and manifest a business doing what I loved the most, helping others, and in my backyard. Okay, let me stop again. So we've had the conversation, and I did the other podcast on when is it time to quit, right? And then Prince Harry talked about the fact that you need to, that if you quit a job that was toxic for you, that was bad for your mental health, that you should be celebrated for it. Those are his words, that you should be celebrated for that. And I celebrate her, and she is just as happy as can be. Continuing. And that was only the beginning. I connected with an amazing man who was in the process of creating Sober Men's Estate, a facility to help men through their recovery from alcohol and substance abuse. We spoke several times over the course of 7 months, and although he had not hired me yet, I could see myself working there and told everyone that I would be. I would journal about my days working with the clients and how they interacted with my horses. I could see my horses in the stalls and could feel myself in in the barn and discussing with other staff whatever experiences that had come up that day. The scenes in my head were so real that I knew they would become a reality. All I had to do was let go of the when and the how. Okay. She had to let go of the when and the how. So as you're looking to create something or bring something in your life, are you fixated on a date? I know you've been told that you wanted a date by, a deadline, but don't fixate on the date. It may be on that date, it may be earlier, it may be later. You have to let go, right? And you have to let go of how it's going to happen. Yes, there are things you may have to do and paperwork you may have to sign or some training you have to do, but the how, you don't know how it's going to come about, but it will. So in March of 2019, I signed the contract to become their equine and meditation coach. It was truly been an honor to be able to support the clients in their recovery efforts and to create such a safe space for them to heal their lives. I literally ride my horses or walk them over. I have manifested the most amazing job. Becoming a published author was another dream I manifested into reality. I had loved to write poems and such when I was younger, but always hated English classes. I particularly recall receiving a terrible grade and some negative comments on a paper I had written. I became so discouraged that I completely quit writing my poems. Yet somewhere inside, the dream of writing remained, and last year, when I was asked to contribute to a collaborative book, I jumped at the chance. It felt great to write the first story and to be able to share experiences with others in the hope that they would find some inspiration to heal their lives. I started seeing myself writing more and noticed that once I stepped into feeling like an author, more opportunities started showing up for me to write. Now here I am, contributing to my 6th collaborative book. I am a published author. The first time I thought about becoming a speaker, I was working at a Celebrate Your Life event at the International Women's Summit. I was standing in the back of the room when Lisa Nichols began to speak, and I was mesmerized. She told the story about the first time she spoke in front of a crowd. She was the only woman in a group of men, all of whom were dressed in black suits. Trying to fit in with them, Lisa has dressed similarly, rather than like her colorful self, and found it was difficult to speak. She was talking about authenticity, and as I listened to her, I couldn't help but wonder what everyone will think when I'm standing up there in my jeans and cowboy boots. Though I could feel what it would be like to be a speaker, it seemed as if it would never be more than a dream until this past weekend, when I was invited to speak and hold a workshop with my horses at Celebrate Your Life in Sedona. Indeed, my pipe dream felt like a dream come true as I stood there in my boots and jeans, sharing my horses with 40 amazing attendees. The feedback I received was so heartfelt, and it was such an honor to be able to hold a sacred space for their experience as they opened up to some healing. It was truly one of the most incredible experiences of my life. You can manifest that which you desire, but you must live it, visualize it, breathe it, and most importantly, feel into it. Put it out there, but let go of the expectations and be open to receiving it, however and whenever it shows up. You'll often find that when it does, it is even better than you imagined. She used her imagination. She used visualization. She felt it real. She felt as though it had already happened. In all of those instances, she found a way to live her dream. This is Beverly Fells Jones, the Silver Fox of Consciousness, and I want to thank you for listening today. Please share this link to this show with your friends and family so that they can learn how to be the best they can be. I also invite you to visit my website at commandingyourlife.com. So, don't forget to hit the bell, hit like, share, and if you haven't, please subscribe. As you have believed, let it be done to you, and it is so, and I will see you in the next video.